Hello everyone. Today we are going to deal with one of the most difficult skills in the IELTS test, which is the reading test. The reading tests are often given in 3 or 4 long passages, and you are given 40 questions to answer during only 1 hour. That means 60 minutes. So you have to answer 40 questions in 60 minutes. That makes each question is 1.5 mark, 1.5 minute. So when are you going to read the passages? And if you read the passages, are you quite sure that you will well understand the different terminology or vocabulary given in the passages? This is another problem. Most of us have no idea about technical terminology, medical, whatever. So we could face some difficulty in understanding some vocabulary. And if we well understand the passage, we will have no time to answer. This is another problem. So all the matter is time management and a technique. I know that most of our past teachers used to ask us, read the passage once, twice, or thrice before you deal with the questions. If I followed this advice, I will find a very big difficulty that I will not be able to answer half of the test, because it will take a long time to read and understand the passages. That gives no time for answering. Concerning me, I found some difficulties in explaining the reading passages. Firstly, I used to give my students the test, and I've got my model answers. After a few minutes, I find my students start yelling or screaming, "We don't understand anything." That was a big problem, and they feel depressed. I try to read the passages myself. I found also a big difficulty, in particular the academic passages, keeping in consideration I was a literary interested student in the schools. I have no idea about science, technology, or medical field. So, of course, I could face myself some difficulties, including some medical terminology or engineering ones. So I tried to help my student reading the passages and answering, and that succeeded, but it took around 2 hours. So it put myself in a big problem. How can we deal with such reading test? I cannot hide the fact that I have got a certain technique which I have understood while studying abroad, which is summarized in only 4 words. I know that will give you a big surprise, and you think that I'm a fool, but you will practice it right now. There are 4 main words: no reading, no understanding. I know that you get surprised, because how can I read? How can I answer passages without reading them? And how can I answer questions without understanding? Let's try it together, and you will find that I was honest in every word I said. Now, in your tip-top book, page 50. You will find here how many questions? They are 6 questions. Right. If we move to the right page, you will find here how many advertisements or advertisement. By the way, both of them are correct. It's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to point using your finger. Don't depend on your eyes, because it makes a kind of illusion sometimes. So we have here 6 questions, and we have here 5 advertisements. That's good. That's the first step. I realized the questions and the passage too. Now, let's start with the first step I advise all of you to follow, is to find out the keywords in each question. The keyword could be 1 word, 2 words, or 3 words. No more than 3 words. These keywords would help you to find the answers easily. Now let's try to read the questions and select the keywords. Number 1 asks, which advertisement is not for a restaurant? Please underline not for a restaurant. It means that all the advertisements include restaurants except one, and I would like you to select the advertisement which doesn't speak about advertisement, about restaurants. Number 2, he asks here for 2 answers. Both of them are recommended. If you give one right and the other wrong, both of them are wrong. The question says, which 2 advertisements offer facilities for parties? So parties here is a keyword, because if I remove the word parties, it gives no sense, it gives no meaning. So parties here is a keyword, and I will underline 2, because I have here 2 answers are recommended. So when I underline the word 2, it means that I remind myself that I should give 2 answers. Number 3, which restaurant states that it serves breakfast? Of course, here breakfast is the key word. But I could replace breakfast with AM. Gives the same meaning. It's morning time. So if I find breakfast, it's okay. If I find AM, it's okay too. Number 4, which restaurant will give you an extra serving if you present the coupon? So coupon here is a keyword. Number 6, and the last, or number 5, which restaurant does not offer a takeaway service? It means that all of them give a takeaway service except one. You are asked here to find out the one which supplies no takeaway service. And the last one is, which restaurant will bring the food you order to your house? So it's home delivery. Please write home delivery. Now I have covered the keywords of the 6 questions together. I'm not going to answer one by one. Now I have first to pick up the main keywords of the question, and then I will start dealing with my own passage. I'll give you the first one, first question. Which advertisement is not for a restaurant? So I have to find out which one doesn't speak about restaurant. In the past, I used to ask you to read the whole passage once or twice. No, I'm going here to read only the first 2 lines. This will give me a brief summary about what is going on in the paragraph.